press conference held at the Palace of the Akadaba by the good people of Gbanraun in Southern Ijo local government area of Bayelsa State to celebrate High Chief Dr. Government Ijo-Gbanraun, aka Tompolo, GOC, gentlemen of the press. It is with a deep sense of joy that I, on behalf of the leadership of Gbanraun Kingdom, welcome all sons and daughters of Gbanraun Kingdom in Southern Ijo local government area of Bayelsa State, including distinguished guests gathered here today to grace this historic press conference, designed to appreciate and honor a son of the soil, a silent achiever, a philanthropist of international acclaim, a quintessential leader and freedom fighter, High Chief Dr. Ijo-Gbanraun Government Igbinpulu, GOC, aka Tompolo, for his diverse contributions to the development and well-being of the people of Gbanraun Kingdom. It will interest you to know that a couple of years ago, the Gbanraun Kingdom territory was a breeding ground for all manner of criminal activities. Commercial boats were soft targets for criminal elements, thereby bringing commercial activities to a gradual halt. The difficult terrain made it difficult for the leadership of the kingdom to partner with security agencies to adopt a kinetic approach to flushing out the criminal elements that litter our waterways. However, through strategic and committed engagement by the ex-agitator, emancipator of the oppressed, and security expert, High Chief Dr. Ijo-Gbanraun Government Igbinpulu, the various actors that have hitherto wreaked havoc on our society voluntarily repented and surrendered their instruments of coercion, which has made the entire Gbanraun Kingdom and its waterway a safe haven for legitimate business to strive and for all to sleep with their two eyes closed. As you are aware, Gbanraun is the first son of Ijo. Therefore, it has strategic significance in Ijo history. We are proud to reiterate the point that Gbanraun is either the leading or ranked as one of the leading ancestral homes in Nigeria, whose descendants, like the seeds of Abraham, cut across 3 or more states in the Niger Delta that contribute significantly in feeding the nation. But ironically, its traditional stool, the Agadaba, was not accorded the honor it deserved by successive government, regardless of the clamor for the elevation of the stool by illustrious sons of the kingdom, without success. High Chief Dr. Ijo-Gbanraun Government Igbinpulu intervened to rewrite this shameful history, and today, the stool of the Pere and Agadaba of Gbanraun is not only a highly revered first-class traditional stool in Bayelsa State, but ranked as one of the most sacred traditional stools in the Niger Delta, and by extension Nigeria, thereby elevating our traditional stool from obscurity to limelight. On the economic scene, a large number of the Gbanraun population was lying prostrate, economically bereft of any viable means of livelihood. The People's Liberator, Pathfinder and Trailblazer, as through his security company, the Tantita Security Limited, engaged and empowered innumerable percentage of the Gbanraun population, devoid of gender or age, thereby extricating the Gbanraun people from the end of poverty. He also recognized education as a catalyst for social reform, and therefore created platforms in affording Gbanraun sons and daughters the opportunity to study courses of their choice at various prestigious universities across the country, thereby encouraging healthy competition and boosting the human resource development output of the Gbanraun people. His zeal for education motivated him to influence the siting of a federal government technical college at Gbanraun, which shall undoubtedly boost middle-level manpower and guarantee employment opportunities for the youth of Gbanraun Kingdom and beyond. His contributions to the development of Gbanraun people are endless and cannot be exhausted in a moment like this. However, permit us to briefly address the controversy surrounding the award of the pipeline surveillance contract to Tantita Security Services and Menthol Oil and Gas Nigeria Limited. As you are aware, the last couple of weeks have witnessed heightened clamor for the decentralization of the pipeline surveillance contract awarded to Tantita Security Services and Menthol Oil and Gas Nigeria Limited. Much has been said about the contract, and we do not wish to overflow the print. However, let it be established that the pipeline surveillance contract arrangement recognizes the decentralization policy as a catalyst for efficiency. Therefore, the company employed coordinators from each state that oversee the affairs of the states. This undoubtedly rendered the argument to the effect that the contract should be decentralized along state lines as selfish and disingenuous. We hereby appeal to the sponsors of this media propaganda to shield the sword and stop fighting their brother, but spare their energies to agitate for other opportunities, as the Niger Delta people have not been given their rightful opportunities in Nigeria. Permit us to express our gratitude to High Chief Dr. Government Ijo-Gbanraun, aka Tompolo, for his sense of focus and dedication to duty during the trying times and ensuring that the Tantita staffs were paid their salaries at the height of the impasse, and this decision has sustained the peace in the pipeline communities. His complete dedication to the critical oil assets of the federal government has earned him commendation from many, including the Nigerian National Assembly. The unbiased rule of the Joint Committee of the National Assembly of Nigeria in rejecting the call for the decentralization of the pipeline surveillance contract and commending Tantita Security Service for protecting critical assets of the federal government and its unified efforts in preventing crude oil theft has increased crude oil production output of the federal government. This decision that was rightfully taken has guaranteed peace in the Niger Delta region, particularly the pipeline communities, and we wholeheartedly commend the Joint Committee of the National Assembly of Nigeria for this bold initiative. Another milestone achievement recorded by this great phenomenal change agent, High Chief Dr. Government Ijo-Gbanraun, is the area of leadership. The Ijo National Congress, which is the umbrella institution saddled with the responsibility of negotiating and advancing the Ijo interest in Nigeria, needed to revitalize its vanguardist role in national development. This feat could only be achieved by enthroning a leadership equipped for the challenges ahead. Through support to the Ijo National Congress, consultation, effective engagement, and soul-winning approach, a son of Ijo-Gbanraun soil with vast grasp of the Ijo tradition, a rare-breed intelligentsia, a high chief, a former lawmaker, and a lawyer of about 25 years post-call standing, a witty person who shall combine his grasp of history with his vision for the Ijo National Congress, a man that eschews an abundance of humility, reliability, and loyalty to the cause of the emancipation of the Ijo people. The man the cap fits, High Chief Honorable Barrister MacDonald A.B. Badiwe, was elected as the President of the Ijo National Congress, INC worldwide. We are not mindful of the expression of dissent and litigation challenging his election, but we see this medium to appeal to all aggrieved parties to shield the sword and resolve the matter as an in-house affair, as there cannot be meaningful development in an atmosphere characterized by rancor and infighting. We therefore see this golden opportunity to thank traditional rulers, stakeholders, and delegates that made the emergence of High Chief Honorable Barrister MacDonald A.B. Badiwe a reality. Our message of hope to those that did not make it in the election is that they are not losers, but we are merely not selected by the electorates. They should therefore bury their differences and contribute meaningfully towards the development of the Ijo nation, as tomorrow may be their turn. Finally, we wish to seize this opportunity to thank the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for awarding the pipeline surveillance contract to High Chief Dr. Government Ijo-Gbanraun, GOC, aka Tompolo. This courageous decision has restored and sustained peace in the Niger Delta region, and we assure you of our unalloyed support to your government and your re-election bid in 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you for your attention. Long live the people of Gbanraun Kingdom. Long live the people of Ijo Nation. Long live Bayelsa State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.